Well, dear one, are you ready?
I think this is actually happening. I have got to officially say that I am beyond impressed with what he has done with this, with Harvey the RV. I mean, it's set up so well. Not perfectly finished, but I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, I've been working 18 hours a day, literally, for the past couple weeks trying to get this done. But today, we're off.
We are on our way.
6 weeks out west.
Lexington, Kentucky, here we come.
That's our first night, Lexington.
Yep.
Here we go.
We wanted to be sure and let you guys know that one of the things that we're going to be doing in this video is kind of giving you a tour of what we have all set up now as we started on our trip. Make sure you kind of get to see where we're at right now and how we got everything kind of ready to go. It'll be fun.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth. Live simple.
Live free. And today, this is actually the next morning. We weren't able to leave yesterday until about noon, and we drove all day, and we stopped in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yep.
We didn't really film much because we were just driving on the interstate. There wasn't that much to film. But we did spend the night here in Kentucky, in Lexington, in our beautiful camper van.
Yeah.
You see that this is not a camper van. This is actually a hotel. Well, why did you do that, Bill? You got a camper. Yep. Here's the deal. You know, we have this mini split air conditioner that works wonderfully.
Yeah. Oh, it's quiet and really comfortable.
But we don't have the complete solar system installed yet. And I do have this little solar generator that actually runs the mini split, but only for about 2 hours. And yesterday while we were driving, it was 98 degrees. And when I looked at the weather forecast, it said that at 10 p.m. last night it was going to be 90 degrees.
Here in Lexington, yes.
Yeah, and then at 5 a.m., which is usually the coolest time of the day, it was going to be 80 degrees. And, you know, we have a little exhaust fan on the roof that would pull the hot air out, but all that would do would be pull the hot air in. So we decided to get the hotel for the night. So today we are off to see your uncle in Missouri.
Yes. I haven't seen him in a long time, and I am so excited about all the people that I'm going to be able to see on this trip that I haven't seen in ages.
And we'll be parking in his driveway, and hopefully be able to plug into his house so we have air conditioning.
Yeah, yeah. This is Illinois, and we're just going through the heartland of the country, farm country. And apparently there was an accident, so they had to GPS sent us off of the highway. And I'm enjoying these smaller roads, passing farm after farm. I don't know, just so many of my family's roots are in this kind of, you know, culture and everything with the farms, and so I'm enjoying this. And it sure is raining. Well, it's coming down really heavy. There's flood warnings out. We're being really careful. Boy, we got some serious flooding here. It still seems to be quite shallow for us to drive through. But there's a lot of water out there. We still had part of the road clear enough that we knew that was safe. Whew. Isn't that a beautiful bridge? There is the Mississippi. There's places where it's a lot wider, but that's still a pretty mighty river. That takes us right into Missouri. Boy, that bridge is gorgeous.
It's not as good as a net. It's not going to catch as much. But once you stay down, one of them goes right across the body. So we are now in Missouri at Elizabeth's uncle's house, parked in his driveway. We'll spend the night here. And she's inside talking to him. And, you know, even though we're on the road, I still need to continue to work, editing videos, answering your comments. Love to do that. Arranging Thrive Life Zoom meetings and trainings and things like that. This is the first time I've ever used this desk, and so far it's working really well. It was so hot yesterday and last night. Today it's cooled down, the humidity's dropped. I'm sitting here with the window or the screen door open and the windows open, the breeze blowing through. It's very pleasant. I really love this. This is going to work. Not across her knees. So certainly it's going to be better than nothing. As you head west on Interstate 70 into Kansas, there's a point about 75 miles or so into Kansas where all the trees start to disappear and you're heading out into the Great Plains. I absolutely love this point, and I have done dozens and dozens of trips out west in my lifetime, and I always anticipate this point. I grew up in the Northeast, and as an Easterner, I can honestly say there's very little in the East that actually excites me. There's trees everywhere, and you can't see anything except the trees and the close clouds. If you want to see a view, many times you have to find a mountain where somebody cleared the trees so you can see them, so you can see the view. But out here, you can see the view. My father always used to say that he doesn't like it out here because the big sky and the open spaces makes him feel so insignificant. But to me, I have the exact opposite reaction. Then I reach this point where all the trees are gone, and this is the point that I absolutely love it. A lot of people think this is boring land to go through, but I find it exciting. I feel the openness, I feel the space, and I find my very existence expanding to fill this magnificent space. I absolutely love it. I can breathe deeply out here. See if there's a spot available.
Yeah, it looks like, you know, coming up into the little camp we're staying at here.
Ellis Lakeside Campground.
Oh, this is nice. Look at the trees. Huh.
1 through 13 and 16 through 25 are electric.
The destination is on
Okay.
your left. Ellis Lakeside Campground.
I don't know.
Arrived.
Wow, they really are lakeside.
Yep.
They're right beside the water.
There's the shower. You want
Okay.
5 right
If
near
that
the
one's
shower?
electric, that looks wonderful. It's also right by the dock.
I believe it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, let's grab that one.
Yes, let's grab it.
Let's see, which way do we want to go in? This way.
Oh, this is very nice.
It's even level and everything.
Oh, it's beautiful. Well, darling, it has begun.
Yep, our very first campsite. So there is our cute little camper in the midst of larger rigs. This place is about half empty. No reservations possible. It's first come, first serve. There's the shower room. I went in there. They're not the most immaculate, but they're certainly adequate. They're not filthy, so they'll work. And then it's right on this lake. This is called the Ellis Lakeside Campground. It's the campground for the city of Ellis, Kansas. This lake is very narrow, but it's quite long. There's a dam down there, right there. And it goes up around the corner that way. There's a church right there. There was church bells chiming a little while ago. And this beautiful brand new dock. How you doing, dear one? You relaxing?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, loving it. I mean, this is so peaceful out here.
Yep.
That church over there has chimes, and I'm determined to catch them.
Right.
Oh, it's beautiful out here. I just think it's really cool that just in this, I don't know, this little place in Kansas, we just find this really lovely, charming park. The town's just right there, and what a nice place to camp. It's just these little gems,
Yep.
you know, that you just kind of discover. Oh.
I found this, I think it was on the Park Advisor app. And it's just a little city park.
It's so cool.
Yep. So we actually had a fairly short day today, which was nice. We only drove like 4.5 hours. So we get here in the middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
And after the past couple days of rushing to get where we were going, it's nice to get here in the evening and have time to just relax for a while.
Yeah.
So now we're in Ellis, and then tomorrow morning we only have about 4.5 hours into Colorado Springs, where we will be having her class reunion and spend 4 or 5 days there meeting with old friends and that sort of thing.
Oh goodness, friends, I mean, this is my 50th reunion. Oh my goodness. So friends I haven't seen in probably 45 years.
Yeah, because, you know, she grew up there. Obviously, her class reunion is there. I was stationed there for 3 years. That's where we met. So I have a lot of friends there as well. And many of them we haven't seen in decades. So we're really looking forward to seeing them.
It's exciting. And I gotta admit, I'm really enjoying our RV.
Yep. So tonight is the first night where we actually just found a little place to park, and here we are. And it's so pleasant, and it's been so hot, and now it's not. It's probably upper 70s right now.
Yeah.
Nice breeze.
And
Sitting by the lake.
Yeah, sitting by the lake, and he hasn't done a shred of construction.
No, but I'm about to.
I know, he's got a few things he needs to still do, but anyway, he's starting to get a little bit of a breather.
Yeah.
So, oh, this is really nice here. So.
Okay, so as I said earlier, we got here a little earlier in the day. We got some hours this evening where we can just relax, and I wish I could do that. But I've still got some stuff here to finish up. So I guess I'm going to do that at least a little bit, work on some of these receptacles that I have to put in. Okay, I've still got quite a few more of these to do, but you know, we promised you a tour of this RV. Would you like to see that? Maybe this would be a good time to do that. Now, for this tour, I want to start here at my desk, and I want to talk about this ladder. You remember in the last video, you may have seen over here, I had a wall here, and I put steps there as a ladder for me to get up here, and I can do that. But after doing it for a while, I discovered that I'm too old for that. It's difficult. 15 years ago, I would have been able to do it without any problem. Now I can do it, but it was an ordeal. So we took that out. And when we did that, it actually gave us a lot more room and made it easier to get into these lawn chairs that we have back there. So what I did then was I bought this ladder. And this is in travel mode. We got the chair and the ladder just bungeed right there
at night, I take the ladder, set it up right here. Now, of course, this has got extra blankets on it and stuff, but now it's very easy for me to just climb right up in there. So much easier, and especially getting down in the middle of the night. And then over here, we have the desk, which just pops right up, and the chair. I believe you saw me working here last night editing it when we were at Uncle Jerry's house. So I'm very happy with this. I got one plug, I'm going to have a second one. As soon as I finish the wiring, I have a light right here with a switch. I'm going to have 2 USB ports right here. So I got all the electronics that I need right here. It's going to be good.
And then there's a nice cabinet above.
Yeah, then up here. Now, a lot of people are talking about that we need to put latches on everything to make sure that they don't swing open. We absolutely know that. But I couldn't find the ones that I wanted, so I put this little thing on there. And some of these,
There you go.
that locks into here, and they hold some. And then this little thing holds some, but this isn't really strong enough. So I found today while we were traveling, I went into an Ace Hardware store and I found a latch that's much bigger and beefier. It's going to work much better, so I'm going to replace this on all the cabinets with those bigger, beefier latches that actually lock shut. So nothing will come flying open when we go down the road.
So here we have our beautiful shower. We have a shower curtain that bows out, which is really nice. A place to hang towels right before you get in. And just simple little bungee pulls this nice shower curtain out of the way until we need it. Now, this is my Boxio composting toilet, and we just set it right in there to use it, but if we need to take it out so that somebody can take a shower without it being in there, it just couldn't be easier for me to set it out. And this is, got a place in the front for fluids and a place in the back with a lot of little chips and stuff that you can put in there to compost. And the bags themselves are biodegradable. This Boxio has been a pretty nice, simple solution. And so there's a little trash can there that's going to go into the sink. But right now there's a few construction things left in there. And as soon as those get all done, the trash can will go into the sink. And of course, if you look right here, we're all set up here. So all we need now is just to have the pump all installed, and that's a later project. But yeah, I love it. This is just, I love how he built this. It's working great. And I've got a really good grab bar here and another one right here. So when I'm in the shower, this won't be fastened there. I've got great grab bars here. So I think it's going to be really terrific.
Now, I need to reiterate. That. As we go on in here, this is not finished, okay? There are lots of things like here. I still need molding and paint, and you'll see that all around. All of the systems are not finished yet. The plumbing, the drain is finished. The tank, the fresh tank, is not. The solar system is not. We're planning on getting the rest of that finished out in Utah. What we did was got as much done as we could to try to get as many systems working as possible to make it livable, just so we can get out to Utah and finish everything up.
Yes.
So as you look around, you'll see some things that aren't finished yet. We know that.
Yeah, there's going to be moldings. There's going to be more paint. There's going to be nice flooring.
Yep.
It's the same kind we have in our new room at home in Virginia. It's going to be beautiful. But right now we just put a few rugs down,
right.
And it's going to be fine.
And speaking of the flooring, as I mentioned when I built the shower, this right here is some of the tile that we're going to be using on the floor as well. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to be grayish kind of color that's going to match the countertop.
Now I'm trying to be careful until we can get all of our tile in to make sure I don't get a lot of water on this floor. So this is a really good, just a good bath mat that's easy to wipe off and clean. We put a little rug here, And right now, Bill's standing on what says, "Welcome to our home," so that we can wipe off wet feet and scrub off stuff off our shoes. So, yeah. Okay. Of course, you've seen us, put the counter in, the sink. I got a really nice pad that can just lay here beside the sink to drain dishes. Real simple, but I think it's going to work, and it will fold up and get stored out of the way very easily. If you look right here, so many people have had questions about what I was going to do for some kind of a mirror. And this is just a nice plastic, this is glass, but it's a good sturdy, got the magnifiers on this side, hand mirror, and we just put a couple little screws, the hooks there. And so when we're driving, it very safely goes on there. It hasn't had any issues at all. And when I arrive, pops right in there. And I like the position because if I'm right here brushing my teeth or, washing my face or whatever, it's very easy. Just peek over and I can see myself very easily there. We put in a towel hook here, a towel loop right there. We've, of course, got these stocked up, ready to go on both sides here.
These are going to be replaced. They don't work at all. They're hilarious.
Yeah, it really is funny. They might as well not be there. So, yeah. And then I'll come over here and just show you. This is, if you want to show them, this is the kind of latch we're going to put on everything. Nice and secure.
That doesn't go anywhere. And then
Yep.
you undo it like that.
Very
and
easy.
the drawer opens.
Yeah. And so you can see I've got my drawer like all set. One little measuring cup came out, but yep, it's all set with silverware and different things that I need in there. So we've been able to make use of these drawers. I love this thing. Of course, we have a seatbelt for safety, but I love this now that we have this installed. It is so useful. I keep keeping like toilet paper and hand wipes in here just handy. We have some nice mild soap to use, spices, herbs, my little thing for all my toothbrushing and all that kind of stuff. So throw a few plastic bags right here. This thing is a wonderful use of this space. I just love it. So that's all set right in there.
But wait, Bill, what about the stove? How are you going to cook? There's no stove down here. We're going to use a propane 2-burner Coleman stove, and it goes right up here. And that's why we put, I'm going to figure out the technique to get this off. That's why we put this down low, so this will fit up above. It's got 2 legs sort of right there that fit in behind it, and then when we put this on there, it keeps it from flying out. So when we're ready to cook, you just lift it down. Set it up. And the propane tank goes in the side, and there we go. Now this will be able to be used outside if we want to, on the picnic table, or we can use it in here. And then when we're done with it, we just lift it up out of the way. And sometime in the future, we might get an induction stovetop here. I don't know. We'll just have to see. This might work fine, and we'll just leave it as it is.
Okay, so right now we have this set up with the seats. We will probably show you later. There's a table right underneath there that will just slide out, and we set it up here. I love the curtains. I'm really happy with them. We have a simple bungee just to wrap around, gets them out of the way. Very simple. I like simple solutions. Got a little pillow, very nice to have here. Now, if we look up here, we've been able to put our canopy up here. We put it in over here, and then it slides right there, and it's not going anywhere. So when we are traveling, I'll have either my purse right up beside the door for me to grab, or I'll just put it back here, kind of up against this, and I've got a few things over here that I just kind of put up against the wall. It's very stable there. And then when we arrive, it only takes a few seconds, and my Bible and the book I'm reading go up here, my iPad. Oh, some more of the toiletries, and then if I want to, my purse can go up there too. And now we're all set with this nice and clear. It only takes a second. There we go. This is very handy, Bill. Put it up here for me. You can see I've already got one of my plugs in that's plugged into like the USB port here. Yeah, there's two of them. This is the control for the air conditioner, which, listen to how quiet. It's amazing. Man, this thing works so well. Once again, of course, we've got some seatbelt here. This is for safety when I'm laying down back here, because sometimes I really need to do that, and I can fasten myself in better. So, of course, my favorite hat. But this is my office. I have everything I need in here to do all of my editing and all of my office work. And I just put it in this bag. It's all in here. And then as soon as I am stopped, and like I'm going to do tonight, I can just take this down, set myself up, plug everything in, and I'm good to go. So we have my walker here, which I'm going to need when we're going all over Branson or all over my big high school building. A few things hanging here. Mine are a little bit longer, but the floor is clean there. And this is being held out of the way, away from the clothes. And then we have our great clothes system. I love this. Just the bins are too deep, they're easy to get to, and that's where we have all of our clothing. And then we have this wonderful storage area here underneath on the bottom. Shoes out of the way. Of course, this refrigerator, which is working beautifully. This is the set power refrigerator that we have, and it's just working so well. And down I just pops right back in and locks. So just Instapot. We're going to use some, this is going to be used with some vinegar for cleaning. All sorts of just electronic stuff in there.
Coffee pot.
Coffee pot, yeah. My bullet, things like that. And then pans, dishes up here. And we just got a electric hot water heater, which is still kind of wrapped up, but we're going to be using that. And then up here, there's for Bill's iced tea, but that's all Thrive. That beautiful big shelf up there is just full of our Thrive food. So everything can be tucked away when we're traveling. And it can also be just kept put away when we're in here, so there's no clutter. I am enjoying that.
Yeah, now remember now that we've been driving and traveling in this for 3 days so far, and you see that it's all clean. It's not cluttered, except for a couple bottles of water sitting right there. There's nothing sitting around anywhere.
Yep. We have a few bungee cords that we may have need for there, and some water. Of course, that stays secure up against that wall. Yeah, it is going to be very easy to keep it very neat and tidy, which is going to be really great. I'm just so grateful. So, we're back around now to the door again, and my wonderful grab bar there. So, yeah. There are things that we're still going to finish, but it's very functional, and we're doing great in it, even heading out to Utah. And there, of course, we're going to get some more of the work done. But it's going to work. We can see already so far. I'm just so excited. It's working really well.
Now, a number of people have made comments that with this refrigerator, we need to make sure that it has enough ventilation. And I took care of that over here in the back. I cut a hole right there where one of the vents is and the controls, so it can vent out that way. And then there's also more vents on the other side of the fridge, so I cut another hole over here. So it's not only got all of this, but it's got a vent hole on each side to make sure it doesn't overheat and that it works correctly. There's one thing that I really appreciate about this camper. Come here, dear.
Okay, sure.
I've seen so many people in vans, and when you have a van, you have a narrow walkway right down the center.
Yes.
It's so narrow you can't get past. Look at this. We got plenty of room to stand side by side.
Yes.
We got all the room in the world here. It's so much more spacious than a typical van build. It's more like a a Class C RV rather than just a camper van, and we are really liking that. We got lots of floor space here.
I can even take my my rocking chair, a lawn chair, and set it up and be able to sit and just rock in it. And there's room on the floor.
Right.
So.
Yep.
So yeah, and I can still get to where I need to use the restroom even if Bill's ladder is up. In case somebody wonders about that.
Right.
It works.
So here we are with the dinette set up. This is a portable table, which is very easy to move, very light, as you can see. That way we can use it here. We can use it outside if we want to. And
It gives us more counter for the kitchen.
right, the stove will be over there, and then we can use this for additional counter space if we need it. And then to take this down and to set up the bed, let's show you that.
Okay. It moves very easily. I step out of the way. There we go.
Once you get the table set up, it very easily slides into a storage spot right there. Some people have been concerned about whether it's going to slide out. So far it hasn't been a problem. When it does, it hits the carpet and stops. I could put a little board across there to keep it from sliding. I'll do that if I have to. So far it's not a problem. Turn it into a bed is very easy.
And I can do it. I've done it quite a few times.
Just like that.
And there's my bed. I want to very quickly mention a couple of things. One is that we do have these seat belts here, and I know it seems weird that that's up high, but we can actually fasten both of them when I'm laying down back here to provide more safety from flying forward and from going up if we would ever have to worry about it. And you can also like strap it across when you're just sitting back here. But that gives me a little bit of maneuvering room that it's up a little higher. So, and then I put a pillow. I mean, this and that also provide protection.
Yep.
So.
Now just a very quick tour of the outside for some of you who may have been new and haven't seen it. Up on the roof we have 6 200-watt solar panels. So we got a total of 1,200 watts of solar. It's not hooked into the solar system yet because the solar system is going inside and hasn't been installed yet. The only thing I have is the panels, and we have one little solar generator inside right now that's plugged into it. And then over here, Adventures in a Box truck, my toolbox, and this is the outside unit for the mini split heating and air conditioning system that I absolutely love, and a backup camera up there. So that's just a real basic tour of the outside. Down right here, you will see the dump for the gray tank right there.
Yep.
So I know you've seen bits and pieces of this van build as I've been building it, but I wanted to just give you this one final tour. It's actually not the final tour because when we get to Utah we still need to put the solar system underneath of the seat on this side and finish hooking up the 30-gallon freshwater tank under there, and then we'll be done.
Yep.
So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope this one has answered a lot of your questions about how all of this works.
Yep. Alrighty.
So thanks for watching.
Live simple.
Live free. You be blessed.
Yes, and it's just been so much fun having you guys join us and all this. Isn't this a cool little house?
All right. See you on the road. Bye-bye.
See you on the sweetheart.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep.
See you on the road. Doing some chicken tonight. We'll have some leftover. They'll be very useful later too. This works great, hon.